Alright, so we're going to be going over how to get the most CC you can. Of course, I got a 60k CC unit, so I think now is a good time to start doing this. Of course, there's many different aspects, and some I should go more in depth with. I think that some I've already covered, but I'd say that especially for gear, I'm going to make a completely separate video, very much delving into it completely. So you could expect that in the future, probably in the next like week or two, I should be doing that. So let's just start off. First off, obviously, there's leveling up a unit. Gives a lot of CC. Just Leopold without any gear, I believe. Where is Leopold? Leopold without any gear at level 100, and just the skill page, he barely any gear. He has about like 30k CC, so pretty good. Leveling is a huge aspect, and then you've also got promoting, which is a big aspect. As you can see, just getting Mimosa from UR to LR is a 4,500 CC increase, so definitely promoting will give you, just like getting your character to level 100, that whole process is going to give you a lot, but at the same time, it's going to cost you a lot of gold. 830,000 from level 80 to 100 is an insane amount, but it's definitely worth it for the units that you do want to build your characters up with CC and just stats in general, right? Now, next up is the actual skill page. Skill page could give you more CC, but it doesn't directly mean it's going to be better if it gives you more CC, because it's just a better version of the passive. So how it works is, let's say, a fully maxed out skill page with 5 dupes gives you 3,000, and a skill page with 0 dupes gives you 1,500 that are SSR. Now for SR ones, SR skill pages give you 1,200 with 0 dupes, and then they go up to 2,400. So you get about 600 less in general at max. But for me, it's just better to put this. You put the one that's best for the unit, which obviously I'm going to start making more guides. So that's going to tell you for many more units, of course, more like DPS units. But right now, it's kind of hard to showcase them because in the wall, but we can still build them up, right? So skill pages, 1,500 at base, 3,000 at max. And then for SRs, if I don't remember, so it's 2,400 at max, and then it's 2,400 at max, and then 1,200 at base. So that's it for skill pages. Let me re-equip this, and let's go on to the next part, which is on the same page. Leveling up your skills. So when you level up skills, it does give you that CC boost while also just directly increasing your damage. So each one, if I remember correctly, does give 30, I think. I mean, I could try leveling something up. I should have enough for that. So let's level this up, because Radis is the GOAT. So it does give 30 to 35 CC, it seems. Depends. I'm going to say maybe on skill 1, 2, and alt. But basically, just increasing it does actually like physically increase your CC. So that's another way. If you just want to see that big, juicy 50,000 CC or 60,000, you could do that for the last little bit. Now, biggest part by far is gear. If you get good gear, it could insanely boost your stats. So now the main parts to get good CC on this is, of course, getting the set bonuses, so like 2 set or 4 set bonuses. Now for DPS, you want to go 2 set, 2 set, 2 set, so you can get all attack gear, right? That's how you would want it. And then you're going to also have an extra slot if you build it like this to get an extra vertical 2x3 piece of gear. So in this, mainly you want to build with the attack stats, and I would say maybe crit obviously too, but most units go for attack stats unless it's like Liched or Yami, of course, right? So basically how it's going to work to give you even more CC is if you get substats with percentage bonuses. Because let's go, okay, so first off, right, let's just finish this off, then I'll talk about substats. So of course you get your set bonuses, then you just build with as many higher level gears you can that have good main stats. Now, as for, there's also accessories, right? So accessories also give you a lot of CC if there's good substats. Same with actual equipment. So going on to my substat tangent, basically this is UR, right? Now, let's see, could I upgrade it? Hopefully I get it off. Okay, perfect. So it's going to be a good, oh wow, wow, that's actually really good. So now it's going to be perfect example. So this in total gives me 300, right? We get 300 magic attack, but getting actual percentages of an attack bonus or anything, percentages usually lead to more CC. That is 700 more CC than it was before. And if you look, that is 1,300 CC, 1,300 magic attack that we get. So just to kind of rephrase, percentages will give you more attack or just more stats in general if you build off of one stat. Now, I'll have to go more in depth with this in like another video, in an actual gear video, going fully in depth. But basically, because I'm building fully magic attack and I have a lot of magic attack percentage bonuses, 6.7, I feel like I have another one. So 6.7, do I have another one? 3.22, and then also here, We've got 4.32. I think that's it. All of that's going to scale off of each other to give me an insane amount up to 38k. And basically because of this, it's also going to give me a lot of CC. So of course, get your set bonuses. Get all your things to LR if you can. Of course, I have a video on that. You could check the playlist for guides. And then, of course, get your accessories. Now, how to get accessories is by going to Vanessa. And Vanessa, you're able to craft accessories over here. You craft it on the top. Please do not click any of these because when you actually make some, it's going to be taking a SSR rank up thing, which honestly, it's not worth. So you're just better to go here. And because I have enough to spare for ones that I do not care about, let's just make a LR one. Hell yeah. So we're going to do this. One more. I don't really care about this. And now we got a pretty good chance to get UR, but I would like LR, please. Oh, let's go. For Defender, that's 20%. So that's huge. And if we put this on him, that's actually really big. I just want to say that's like amazing for my Mars. If I put this on my Mars, who has 11k, 11.8, it's the earring. So this one has 10%. So that gives me 1,000, and this one's gonna give me 2,300 CC. So accessories are a huge part just because of the substats that they could give, and the main stats like 20%. You really want, if you can, to focus on percentages because percentages are huge. And of course, upgrading gear as much as you can to the max levels gives a lot of like bigger CC boosts. And right now, of course, we do have a amazing raid for gear upgrading. Right now, I'm stacking up greatly on upgrading. I don't think the rewards are great, but I think there is a positive that I'm stacking up a lot because like right now I got 360, which I've basically never seen. I got, I think, like 600 green ones. Let's go over here just to check. But basically, like, that event is going to, if you finish it, it's going to be giving a lot of gear upgrade material. So I got 300 of this, and then I think it's somewhere here 600, almost 700. So it's perfect. The raid's giving me a lot of that, so please do end up doing it. Now, of course, substats are huge, which is why you'd want to upgrade them, right? So basically, you are able to get these like upgrade materials, which is going to let you upgrade your substats. So let's say I do this. There's a chance I get increased, but it did not increase. Unlucky. But it's going to actually increase your CC a lot. I think I got 2,000 to 4,000 CC from this. I can't be 100% sure. But the ways you could get those, at least the green ones, you could farm like infinitely here, right? It's going to also give you the gear upgrade materials. Or right now, there's a limited time challenge where you're going to be able to get them here, and they're going to be up to purple, which are the ones that give insane amounts, right? So these are really good, and you can even get accessory upgrade substats ones, which are even better because like those you barely get. So please do this one, and it's going to give a lot of substat or just CC boosts in general. I feel like my stats go up and just CC goes way up, right? Now next up, another huge part depending on some people is actually dupes, because well, dupes obviously are going to be giving you big CC stats, or just like CC stats in general. Usually they give the two same stats the whole way, and then on the 4th and 5th they give an extra stat. For Noel, it's crit resistance. So honestly, it's really good, but the big thing also is the 2nd and 5th one give a passive, and then it's going to increase it on, you get a passive on the 2nd, and your passive gets stronger on the 5th dupe. So that's basically another way you want to do it. And of course, many people will get insane amount of CC boost, but Noelle especially, because she gets crit resistance, and crit resistance seems to be a very high CC stat, that she's getting an extra like 700 on this one and an extra 1,000 pretty much on the 5th dupe. So dupes is great, and it's going to unlock you that 2nd passive, which is huge. And of course, you do have this passive too. I'm just going to include this one in here. This passive is when you get him to LR, and it's going to give a big CC boost, right? So that's another thing I didn't really mention in the level up / promoting, but I'm going to mention here because like dupes, passives, kind of the same thing, right? Now, last thing, talents. So each talent does give you 350 CC for having it on. From what I've seen, none give different amounts. So like, it doesn't technically make you stronger. Certain ones do make you stronger, but it's not going to scale off of how effective it could be for you, because 7% magic attack for me should be a lot more than 350 CC. But let's say I just turn it over, or wrong way. Let's say I turn it over. I should still be at 6227, which I am. So it doesn't really change anything having one or the other, but logically some are going to make you stronger than others, right? And then there's also, when you finish the whole talent tree, or like the whole 6 circles, you're able to put a magic stone, and mainly the ones we could get right now are green. There's, for attack, there's a attack and magic attack one, a crit one, and a accuracy one. And the one that gives the most stats from what I've seen is the attack, or the most CC is the attack and magic attack one. Just to show, so right now I'm at 6027, right? Let's go back here, 6027, okay. And if I take this off and put the crit one, I'm at, let's go back, I'm at 5,059,778. So it does give less than the magic attack one, right? So logically, there's just a lot of ways you could increase CC, but the main way is obviously gear, which I'm going to go more in depth with in another video on how to kind of maximize that, of course. So that's basically it for this video. I'm going to go more in depth, of course, in gear, but the rest I'd say is pretty self-explanatory, right? I went enough into it. If you got any questions still, I'm going to check the comments, and I don't have notifications on anymore on Gmail, so I won't see them as much, but I'll still check the comments every now and then. Go on YouTube Studio. So if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll answer them if I see them. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.